We are verily back. Or back verily. Or Berily Vac. Do you know a woman called Berily Vac? I don't know, but it sounds like she might be destined to become a cleaner. Because she's to do with vacuuming. The vac part of the name. She might be, destined to become a Berily. In which case, fair dues. You go for it. You can be a Berily if you want to be a Berily. Strange artifact conquered. The village. Ah, yes, I remember. What I was going to do was I was simply going to knock a couple of bombs off and then go full terrorist on this bad boy village. So where was the machine I'm after? No, none of those. No. Bugger. Did I not save? I could have sworn I did save the big bomb, baby. Ah, big bomb, little rover. That's the one. I knew I'd saved it somewhere, or at least I could have sworn I'd saved it somewhere. Right, so we want to ditch. I think we can ditch little rover. And essentially what we need to do, I think inevitably what I'm going to have to do is knock off, which may leave me with not as much bomb capacity, although I might be able to stick a couple on the back, because what I can do is I can move that to the front. What we want to do is move the control block, just like stick that right in the corner. That should be suitably inoffensive in the corner. And then we drop a second one of those bad boys, and then we can deposit some more bombs on the backside. I think. I say we won't go mad. We're going to put another 6 bombs on the backside, which some people, crazy people, might consider to be madness. But I don't. Whoops, that's in the wrong place. That would be madness. And now. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping. I suspect the final level in this will probably basically be, oh look, we've got dudes, we've got a castle for you to smash, we've got this, that and the other. Okay, I'll need to drop that down to maybe 0.5, because I don't. The key thing is, okay, fine, I'll do 0.25 then, and try and just, as I say, the crucial thing is I don't want them dropping too far, because otherwise that would be awkward. Oh no, that's interesting. That's already on H and G. Okay, that's fine. That's not a huge problem. We'll just stick this one on to the arrow keys. And that should allow for me to have full control over each of the bombs. So what ideally I think what I'm going to want to do is something along the lines of, I have clearly done one of my controls wrong, because that is not steering the way it should. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Aha, that would be why that's incorrect. And then that one's correct. So it was just that one wheel on my wagon, and it was not right. Oh, there's one other mistake I made. Right, what are these? That's detonating on 1, so we'll want this detonating on 2. Well, I say that actually. I might not want this one detonating on 2, but it's now detonating on. It is now detonating on 2. So that's just something we'll have to live with. And now, with a bit of luck, I think they are actually going to attack. Yeah. They do have a certain... Oh! Well, I mean, that's... to a certain extent. That was a little earlier. Oh, that's the wrong controls, isn't it? Yes, this is the controls. Oh, dear! One of my wheels is a bit skew with. I'm hoping that's not going to cause too much detriment, but... there we go, we'll just sort of try and navigate round. Oh dear, oh dear. Can't really... No. Oh, There we go. Oh dear. Oh dear. I see something... Oh, I think I've clipped... Oh no, I think that might be debris from the first one. That's fine. Now... There? Bang! Demolition expert. Okay. Colour me curious, because I am now curious. What is that? Oh, I see. I've accidentally stumbled upon an achievement that is complete Karaz village without using cannons, crossbows, drills or saws. So yes, demolition expert was just take 2 bomb chariots and fuck everything up. Whoops. Okay. Oh shit, hang on. It's all gone horribly wrong. Next zone. There we go. I don't actually have to redo it. I had inadvertently sort of attacked things. Okay, move the boulder. Where would you like it moved to, game? Where would you like it moved to? It doesn't really specify where you want it moved to, so I'm assuming loosely you just want it moved. Which I'm doubting it. But I mean, it was reasonably mighty last time. I don't need... Well, actually, do you know what? That could be an interesting way of moving the boulder. So fuck it. We'll keep big boy and big bomb. But yeah, I'm gonna just try little fella. I don't, you know, considering this is a massive fuck off boulder, I can't imagine little boy is gonna have the punch or poke or pull to truly do anything here. But especially if he had a nasty feeling. I think I did change that, didn't I? I just can't remember. Oh, there we go. It was on X. Yeah, I unleashed all of the bombs by accident, which is never the best of things to hear, is it? I do apologise. I may have just unleashed all of my bombs by accident. Surprisingly difficult to get the little bastard up here. There we go. Yes. I think we were on O and L, weren't we? Yeah. And put maximum. Oh, okay. Maximum traction. That boulder weren't moving with the little fella, so we're gonna have a rethink. But I mean, the first rethink is the bomb chariot. I'm gonna see if I can get the bomb chariot up here, which not a guarantee, because as I say, the little fella was struggling. Well, there you go, and bang! I'd like to just point out, boulder's moving. The boulder is moving. Plus, I did get an achievement again. Oh, interesting. Lift the boulder in stock tower 10 units off the ground. Atlas's challenge. So I suppose, yeah, I did by blowing it up. Unfortunately, I think the explosive force I need is kind of... the bomb chariot would be taking it in the wrong direction is the problem. It's pushing it away, and I need it to push down the hill, I'm assuming. Which, I mean, maybe... I'm wondering if, like... I'm going to... yes, the key thing is I need to keep remembering that I've... in order to get the Steam overlay, you have to push tab. The tab button in this cuts the visual overlays, which is slightly awkward sometimes. Right, so I think... What? Oh dear, it's really not like... Sometimes this camera does not like to play ball with what you'd like to do. It just seems to do its own thing. Right, at this point, this is just experimenting at this point. I'm not 100% expecting anything substantial or decent from it, but I am just going to try. So I will want... I want some kind of detonation mechanic. What I'm thinking is if I can just maybe fit a... Now what I might do there is I might just put an extra weight on the back there and then put it aiming up. I don't... Although having said that, let's try it there. It might not need the extra. The grenade can just slot into the centre there. That's very convenient. Right, if this shows any kind of promise, then what I might do is build a couple of them. probably should weigh it down a bit more at the front, but again, this is just it. Oh, okay. No, I think we'll just about make it up. If I do want improvements, I will have to weigh it down at the front, I think. But the idea here, of course, is if I can just nudge this thing around the back side, as it were. Oh! It's done! Size doesn't always matter. What have we got? Like a shitload of ham, fish. I think they're supposed to be fish heads. Bananas, cheese. There's definitely some cheese in there. Possibly, I don't know. They might be loaves of bread, perhaps. But yeah, there you go. Sometimes little is superior, and that is not what she said. Conquer the fight. Oh, here we go. This is the last level, I think. I think this is the last level. So I have to deal with a shitload of dudes. What looks like it might be a cannon on an airship. Yep. So I'm just... Yeah, oh yeah, look, you saw the moment I started, that cannon was on me. Look at that. Look at that bullshit. So we've got to figure out a way of dealing with dudes. Dealing with an airship. Fucking hell, man. Fucking hell. I know the machine blew up. This I'd like to point out was not an actual attempt. It's just going to be sort of figuring it out. But yeah, I'm assuming, again, we also have to destroy the entire tower. So I'm suspecting it's tower, dudes, and fucking mobile cannon. Mobile cannon. Okay, so my first instinct is March of the Minis. Because it's just quite a good one. But the real big issue we've got is that's a very large army. And I don't have a huge array of options when it comes to this. So, okay. I believe if we will draw the army in to a certain extent, although having said that, I think that... Yeah, that... What a little cock! He shot... I'd like to just explain it. He shot one of my rear missiles. That went off as he shot it. And that caused a chain reaction that obliterated the entire series of missiles I had there. So, okay. Yeah, the fact that that cannon is mobile is going to make this a problem. Now, what I want to try and experiment with is where my other wall is. Where's the other wall? Unless I didn't save that other wall. Looking slightly concerning that I didn't save the other wall. None of those. No. No. None of those either, annoyingly. It's alarmingly... Oh no, there it is. No, that's not... That's March of the Minis again. No. Annoyingly, I don't think I saved that wall. Okay. Right. So... the problem is... Oh, God almighty. You need everything. You need everything. I need something that is going to have the punch to take down an airship, take down a castle, and I need something that's going to be able to take down a load of units. I don't... And I'm going to probably have to have some kind of defensive wall. I think we're gonna have to start from scratch and build a whole new machine with it. I think that's without doubt. What I think I'm going to need to do... I don't really know what to do with that, but we'll stick it there for now. So I'm thinking... There's a part of me... I'm thinking I might build another garage. So that I've got Because as we saw last time... oh god, I wish. I fucking wish. If I do complete this, I might try and look on the workshop and download some bits and pieces. I feel like if I just leave the back open, any vehicle I have inside here should be able to escape and it won't be able to kill me. So I kind of think that's going to be optimal. What I really ought to do is utilise the whole... what's it? But that's not quite what I want to do first. What I want to do first is just... now, what do I think is going to be the most... I don't think the drills will fit, will they? No, they won't. Okay, so I'm thinking... a row of buzzsaws. Annoyingly, yeah, you do end up running out of buzzsaw space. Okay, but I suppose we do have flamethrowers as a bit of a backup plan, and then the general idea would be to fill in any gaps we have here. So we've got a nice semi-solid sort of... whoops, went all over the place there. Semi-solid structure there. What other odd bits and pieces do we have that might work in our favour? Nothing specific, I don't think, at this point. I think I might try, although having said that, topping it off with the repeating crossbows, don't you dare, don't you dare. Might work, but it may also just prove a detriment to the whole affair. But I'm definitely going to try it, because they might... I don't know how high I can afford to build it and still have crossbows. Probably about that high, in fairness. I don't think... yeah, I think I've pretty much maxed out my spacings. Oh, I haven't got any motion on those crossbows, do I? So what I need to do, ideally, is... now, how did we do it last time? It was... we need the ability to turn them and the ability to aim them up and down. So the ability to turn them, and the ability to have them go up and down, up and down, up and down. And then finally, hopefully... oh, good. Turn around. Whoops, that's aimed in entirely the wrong direction. Every now and then we get a little bit close and then turn around and brace. Now, there's every possibility these armour pieces here are going to end up interfering with the buzzsaws, but we'll work on that problem if it presents itself. Outside of that, we'll leave it alone. Right. I mean, it looks intimidating, doesn't it? Might not be intimidating, but it looks it. It looks the part, and sometimes that's all you can really hope for. Right, I need to pin this entire wall down so that we can hopefully make sure that it doesn't destroy itself. At the moment, I'm afraid it is just clicking busy work, I'm afraid. Nothing of any real significance or interest. I don't know, I literally physically can't sort of get those other blocks to be there. So I feel like, I ought to perhaps have something on the sides here, but I don't really have the room. I do want to try and leave the maximum amount of room to build some kind of vehicle in the middle of this theoretical death garage. So if we go like that, whoops, not like that. Still want them all building straight up, please, that's it. I must admit, the only thing I could think of, and it's not anything to do with what you just said, but the only thing I could think of when I saw the word Kyoko was the old TV series Code Lyoko. As I say, not even the same word. Not even the same word. Theoretical death garage. No, I mean, it's, in fairness, it's not the sort of word you'd ever expect to hear. So again, we're sort of like capacity to turn, which is lovely, but I suppose arguably we won't be able to. No, okay, let's. Guttural throat noises, I do apologise. Okay, so I need to move those blocks back a bit for what I'm sort of planning at least. How much higher can we go there? Won't be able to swivel them, but I am just wondering. I don't know what I'm wondering at this point. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I'm just sort of building defences as best I can in any way I can, really. Okay, here we go. This is going to take a while. I do apologise, but I do need. I'm fairly confident the reason why these walls work is based on the fact that every single piece of the wall is pinned. And the pinned blocks don't go anywhere. As such, they hold up to a bevy of fire. Which is why, you know. Vaguely remember the show. Yeah, it was an interesting one. It was kind of like. It was definitely 3D models, but they weren't the best 3D models around. I suppose, in fairness, that's part of its age, I imagine, more so than anything else. A bit like the old Transformers Beast Wars, those models weren't exactly the most glorious you will ever have seen in the world, but they get there, you know. Don't get me wrong, they get the job done, and that's really all you can all you can hope for when it comes to some of these things. So I have no significant reason for doing this weird brick pattern on my wall, but you know. It's just sort of ended up happening, and I've rolled with it. I quite like it as an interesting pattern to observe. The one lucky thing is, despite the fact that you can't not being able to see it, it is doing the same on the other side of the machine. So I don't know. It's the benefits of remembering the old what's-its. Right. Okay. So at this point, I'm thinking I might just do a little test. Okay, so. Oh, that's going to be unfortunate, because. Alright. And yes, unfortunately, the cannon is very, very capable. And I'm never going to be able to. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he can't get through the wall, but he can start laying a bit of siege. I'm going to have to improve the controls of the crossbows there, but I suppose let's try theoretically. Yeah, annoyingly, I suppose if we go all the way around, I'm going to get the maximum height off of them. Again, I'm going to have to go all the way around. Not convinced. Oops, I missed my opportunity because I was trying to adjust the camera. Yeah, annoyingly, I can throw a bevy of arrows into that all day long. That thing is not going down, is it? Actually, let's try and get maximum elevation again. Go for the props. No, I think if it looked like those props were falling off slightly, but I don't think they are. I'm now out of arrows. Okay, so we've learnt a few things. I can't deny it. I mean, they are getting to the saw blades, but yeah, the saw blades maybe need... I wonder... yeah, there's something I might be able to do with the saw blades. Slight issue with them getting around the sides, but if I might... what I might need to do is try and build a couple of machines. One exclusively designed for some kind of catapult system to get rid of the castle, and one specifically designed to just clear up the dudes. But yeah, ultimately we are going to have to just figure out the that aerial unit. So let's try and figure out how to destroy the cannon airship first, because I think that's going to be our biggest issue. So I think we're going to have to get rid of these because they were not cutting the mustard, as it were. And I think ultimately what we need to do is cannons. Cannons, 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 cannons. Right, and at this point, I'm thinking... oh, I need to turn the symmetry off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... that's right, it's counting with J-Dragon. 8, and finally 9. And now here, yes, now, okay. I'm fine with them all. Yeah, that should be fine going that way. Aha, that's where some of them's gone wrong. Flip that, that's it. Flip that, and flip that. Now count in a different language. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Haha. I don't know if you were expecting that, but there you go. That was a different language. That was 1 to 10 in German. And yes, part of the German numbering system is 6. It's exactly what you want. Oh, how am I going to control this for the best? I'll tell you what, that they might work reasonably well for me. So if we go... yes. So if we're going... yeah, I think that'll work for me. Copy that and copy it along the board. That's it. And now these ones, let's try and get those in those. That's it. Okay, these bits here, they were useless, so let's get rid of those. And on the other side as well. Slut means end in Swedish. Oh, that is glorious. That is one of those facts I am rather pleased to now know. That's fantastic. Now, as much the flamethrowers were not terrible, but I'm just the buzzsaws really didn't seem to do much. But the problem is the buzzsaws are a little bit too far. They're a little bit too far into the rear of the machine. I need to be able to poke them out further or something. Okay, let's try and... wow. I suspect you're right when it comes to the sloot. Sloot. Firing number 1 cannon, damn it. Okay, let's try firing number 2 cannon. Okay. As is so often the way, this is a bloody annoying sort of range finding exercise. But once you get the range, those cannons are bloody effective. And in fact, you never know your luck. Well, I wasted too many there, but plus they are not going to reach, are they? Oh, plus they've managed to get right round the side now. So that's an issue. It'd be slurt. Oh, what a slurt. Oh, I suppose technically we can still use the flames. There we go. Unfortunately, if I use the flames too late, all the wood of the machine pretty much goes up in flames, which, to to a certain extent, I can live with. Because with them pinned, them burning makes no real odds to me. So, okay. Okay. So at this point, we've defeated the big airship, and we've defeated a lot of the dudes. As specified, though, we will probably need some kind of dude clearer. I suppose, arguably, as long as I can perhaps do it. I mean, that's a brave man, isn't it? Isn't it just? That's a brave man. He's still poking things with his stick, despite the fact that he's got 9 cannons trained down on him. It's almost a shame I can't sort of make them all turn. You can probably set it up, but I can't be bothered. I want them all turning at the same time. But yeah, these 9 cannons bearing down on the poor fucker's face. Okay, so... yeah, I mean, it's really not proving the most... the buzzsaws, I need to figure out the buzzsaws a bit more, don't I suppose let's try deleting a buzzsaw. And then what we'll do is we'll put that in there. And we'll put... oh, I suppose, yeah, problem is... if, well... let's try and find out. Can we put it on the bottom of that? No, because the flamethrower's getting in the way. Can we put it on the top of that? No, because everything else gets in the way. How much room we got at the back? Not a lot to push it back too far, I don't think so. Yes, that's a nuisance. I suppose if we got rid of... I suppose we could possibly try getting rid of a couple of the flamethrowers. That way we can possibly have a couple of buzzsaws on what is essentially extending arms, is the idea here. Probably need it to be that one, then double pistons, and then we want to remove that one. At that point we want to put our saw blades on. I want to just sort of, what I want to do is make them toggleable and just, I don't know. Let's try on number 5. Hopefully I can remember most of these controls. I mean, ideally I can remember all of these controls, but there's a lot of controls. So it starts getting a little bit awkward. Oh yeah, I need to get rid of that one and that one. In favour of extending saw blades. And now finally get rid of that. Poke that in there, as it were. Here. Oh, need to get rid of those flamethrowers again. Right, so theoretically that should already have been on the right copy, but still. Right, let's try and make sure we pin... probably want to pin the back block on each of those. And possibly even fill out the gap there. Make sure nothing can potentially sort of sneak its way in and ruin my day. Let's just pin those blocks there. That's it. I don't necessarily think we need to worry about extra armour. I think there's all the armour we could possibly need on that front bit. So that may or may not solve the dude conundrum. We may need to put more shit on the sides. We may need to sort of perhaps somewhere along the line move the sides in and possibly put more stuff on there. But for now, let's try and figure out what we're going to need to do is just build off of there so that we've got a basic point here. I'm probably going to need sort of a relatively chunky base, but we'll see what. If the plan is to put this. Oh yeah, I know. Can't you just let me have the wheel and then I'll move it up? Ugh, tiresome annoyance sometimes. You tiresome. That's not the right place for the wheel, sir. Right. I'm trying to build this as compact as I feel like I can, but it may prove awkward, especially. Yeah, I am going to need a sort of nest of repeating bombs. I don't think. Although, having said that, interesting. Okay. If I can deal with the dudes first, I may very well be able to just drive a bomb buggy into that. So if we just build... I'm just going to build this as a bomb buggy. Although the problem is, of course, there is a high probability that it might get peppered by cannon fire or other sorts of fire. There's a lot of fire available in this game, so there's every possibility that it will just come a bit of a cropper. One crucial thing I've forgotten, which is not the world's worst of issues, but because we can fix it relatively easily, but we do want our standard bracing on there. And now, I mean, no, that won't work. That's fine. For those interested, what I was going to do was put grabbers on the side and then bombs on those grabbers, but I don't think, as fun and hilarious as that would be, I don't think it would work out the way I would like it to work out. Right, so we'll put that there. And then, yes, we do want one more grabber. Primarily so that we can have a lovely little grenade. So that ideally, we'll find ourselves with a nice little vehicle that can detonate things. Right, we just need to make sure we have tank controls to make it slightly easier. Whoops, that's entirely the wrong button. Badoosh. Right, so there's every possibility. Well, that's all I really need for the main castle. It's difficult to say for certain, is the unfortunate truth. Because I'm going to try and hide it in that corner, because the cannon can prove, the cannon may prove troublesome. Now at this point, what I'm trying to do, what are you doing? Oh, that's why I think. Well, I see, you can just sort of aim and point it at the thing. That's delightful. Not hugely important, but delightful nonetheless. Right, so this little buggy, slightly more at the back, and then... yes, I suppose having a... We need it slightly higher, so we'll have it almost as a scorpion tail, perhaps. That might be quite fun. So I will need to figure out a control scheme for that. It's not a humongous problem. Might want to armour up these wheels. What might work again, like last time, if I do a strategical pin, that might work. And then what we need to do is take that strategical pin and have a strategical release button. So yeah, that'll do. That way, what it'll allow me to do is have both buggies using the same basic control scheme. Just it will allow me to not have to, it won't be as much of a nuisance, I think, is the key thing. So I might just have a crossbow on the front as well, just for shits and giggles. Right, we need to kind of just ideally sneak through that wall, please. That's it. Can we fit that? No, we can fit a poker. I suppose, yeah, we'll shove a poker on there. I don't suppose, can we fit a drill on the back? Only if I move it substantially forward. Essentially, this is my anti-dude chariot, if you were wondering what I'm doing here. You can stick a couple of drills on the back there. Yeah. Something like that'll do nicely, won't it? Well, theoretically, anyway. It's difficult to say for certain, because this may go horribly wrong, but we'll try and put a bit of... Try and armour this one up, so that hopefully, with a bit of luck, it lasts just that tiny bit longer than anything, than the dudes. Because, I mean, ideally, what I'll be able to do is polish off the flyer, then polish off the dudes with a mixture of flames and chainsaws, buzzsaws, and then there won't be many dudes left. But it's difficult to say for absolute certain because, well, it's a pain in the arse. Okay, so the vehicle seems to be working reasonably well. Oh, okay, well, okay. I'm going to have to try and investigate precisely what... Well, okay, one of my drills fell off. That's not a good start, is it? There we go. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, that must be something to do with the nature of the pin. I'm assuming it might be because the pin's located right at the back here. I'm wondering if maybe I do try and pin it a little bit more centrally. I mean, it might end up being easier just to not pin it, I suppose, but... Because that wasn't... that wasn't anything the enemy did, I don't... Oh, well, that... Oh, now, that's curious. What was that? Okay, those drills, they're proving more of an annoyance than a use. So let's just trash those. Yeah, not entirely sure. I'm assuming it's the shockwave because I think the cannon they've got on their thing now. You fucking assholes! You fucking assholes! Fine. Fine. You want to be a prick game? Do you want to be a prick man? Yes, it looks like you want to be a prick man. So, fine. We'll try moving them slightly further back, so that ideally a blast wave or a knocked cannon, although slightly more risky because the cannonballs are coming in slightly more. There we go. Right, that's dealt with that. Right. That's not. That's those. That's the flames on. Ah, fuck, there's... Oh, okay, the pin... Oh, because the pin is attached to something completely different. Fuck it. Fuck it all. Let's try and... I don't know, somehow, some way... I want to navigate the bomb truck. Oh, piss and shitting arse fuck. Absolute piss and shitting arse fuckery. Right, that pin can't be on the button it's on. Okay, that pin must have broken then. Is that pin just not working? 5. Okay, retract those. Don't know why that pin wasn't working the first time. Oh, because it's on fucking one of my cannon buttons. Of course it fucking is. Bollocks. I don't think there's anything on P, so I'll just have to try and remember P for pin. Right, okay. Propel the buzzsaws. Now, I'm gonna absolutely fucking king of all fucks will be present. That's never going to work because they'll clip, which is something I don't particularly want them to do. Will you please just orient in the right fucking way, please? You're beginning to frustrate me again, game. You're beginning to frustrate me again. I don't want to be frustrated again, game. But you are beginning to frustrate me again. Because what you're doing is what's officially classified as being a pain in the arse. Because everything I'm doing is entirely viable, yeah? And you're denying me at every step. And I don't like it. Again, because of the pins, I am not convinced this armour is actually necessary, but it does, as I say, it makes it feel and look a bit better as a wall, and you never know. I mean, it might be a case of actually I'm wrong and it is entirely necessary. Right. Okay. Frame rate, I think, is struggling because I've possibly used a few too many blocks on this machine, but there you go. Right, I need to extend the saw blades. I'm not entirely sure. But are you fucking me? Are you fucking me? Because I'm beginning to think you're fucking me, game. It feels a lot like you're fucking me, game. Fine. I was hoping to get away with not having a roof. But clearly the game says you're going to have a roof. And you know what? Fine. And you know what? I might even put a flamethrower on the roof so that I can just go, the roof is on fire. Problem is, this is even more blocks, which means the frame rate might suffer even more, but still. Right, and once again, we pin. We pin. We pin. And you know, I've just realised I think the natural pin is set to P, so I need to change that again. Pin. Have you pinned? Yes, I've pinned. Fine, I can't apparently put a pin there. God damn it, why don't you put a fucking pin in it? Oh, I think it might have just been telling me off because I already had a pin in it. It's proving the angles of the camera. It's proving slightly difficult to get the pins in. I'm not convinced I can actually put this on there. No, I can't. So now's the point in time where we find out if the armour's necessary. Right, so let's just check a random pin. Yeah, a random pin is set to P, so I'm not going to want a random... My pins are set to pin O should suffice. Oh, I never actually really set this up, did I? So let's go F and H, and then G and T. I'll have a G and T, please. Yeah. And then this can be shot on... Yeah, that can be shot on... No. Yes, it can be shot on C. That one can perhaps be shot on V. Right. So I'm now hiding in a shed. The game is not happy about me hiding in a shed, but I am nonetheless hiding in a shed. Right. Well, that's one cannon dead. Good. That's two cannons dead. Good. I'm liking the fact that I've lost two cannons already. Thank you, game. Extend the blades. Right, well, one shot, one kill there, so that's something, I suppose. Which means I can now... Oh, if I'd actually set the cannons up properly, I could have done something useful there. Fire! I've got fire in your hole! Right, now we just ideally need to clear out the dudes. Which I must admit, this is not... Oh no, dudes. Oh, why is the machine on fire? Fucking cocksuckers. Fucking cocksuckers. Oh, the anti-infantry machine is not good. I need something more, just not... Can't have it being anything other than... It needs to just be able to drive into dudes. And it's not going to like me for doing this, but I think it's going to be easy to build it. So, you make a fuss all you like, game. I don't care. Fuck you and fuck your fuss. No, I suppose I need to... Oh, I suppose I can't... Oh, you little shit-staining ass monkey fucker. Of course, I have to have it inside the fucking build area in order to fucking well put anything fucking on it. Ah, you are starting to annoy me again, Besiege. Because every time I try to do a thing... You say, no, 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 you can't do the thing you want to do. How dare you even remotely consider doing the things you want to do? Right, double drills, I think, is probably going to be an efficient mode of doings. I feel like if we just try and rig it up to the back there, hopefully it won't fall off. Difficult to say for absolute certain. Also, of course, naturally... absolute arsehole to now use the camera because everything is all inside and I have to be inside and outside and all over the sides. Okay, I am wondering if maybe armour... Oh, will you please just delete what I'm asking you to delete and not be an arsehole. Do not be an arsehole, game. We don't need arseholes, game. Nobody needs an asshole. That's the one thing we don't need is an asshole. No siree. I suspect that would interfere with the drills. Anything I can put on the back that might just be decent anti-infantry? No, not really. It's all annoying shite. I suppose maybe... No, that's going to interfere... I think that's going to interfere with the... Although I haven't said that. If the wheel ones don't interfere with it, then that one shouldn't. Oh, you bloody annoyance. Yes, it's outside the build area. No, I don't fucking care, game. Just accept my will so that we can get this done and dusted, game. For fuck's sake. There you go. You happy now? Yeah, you're happy now, aren't you? Fuck off. Right, here we go. Extend the saw blades. Get the cannons into approximate position. Did I lose a cannon? No, I didn't. But one of my saw blades has run off. Fucking bullshit. Another one of my saw blades seems to have run off. I've lost one of my cannons. Oh, fucking dudes are coming around the back now. I'm going to have to... Oh, I hate this. There we go. At least we one-shotted that again. Right, okay, so... Ideally, I won't blow up my own fucking machine trying to defeat these dudes. Please, please. I am asking nicely, game. Why you gotta be a noose? I think I'm gonna have to... yeah, I'm gonna have to separate the controls out and have the bomb machine run away or something, because this is getting ridiculous. I forgot to burn the fucking dudes. That's part of the problem. Okay, I think... Oh, yeah, no, the dudes have gotten to the fucking machine. I hate you. I hate you so much. I don't know how I can describe to you the level of hatred I feel in my soul. Please just get up there. Just get up there. There we go. Oh, this is the point in time where I find out this isn't enough explosives to do apparently shit all to the... Oh, for fucking... Oh, I'm losing my patience with Besiege. I'm losing my patience with Besiege. I'm losing my patience once again with Besiege because it doesn't want to be beaten. And that is proving to be an annoyance because apparently, yes, the payload is not enough to defeat the castle. Oh, I hate you so much. This game has possibly been the most frustrating and irritating, bullshit munching, cock-sucking piece of shit I have ever had the misfortune to encounter, I think. I haven't. This is back to the fucking drawing board of I have no fucking clue how to get around this. Because I haven't got enough space to build anything with a bigger payload. I'm going to need a catapult, I suppose. But having to have the roof to defend against the cannon means I can't really get a suitable catapult in there. God, I hate this game. I got nothing on how to solve this problem. Because that castle's not coming down with ease. The fucking arsehole dudes getting in the fucking way again. Oh, God, they've always got just something. There's always something there to remind you that this is annoying cock. There's always something there to remind you that this is an annoying cock. That's just simply designed that it will hopefully deal with a few more dudes. I'll send off the rockets and they will hopefully deal with a few extra dudes along the way. Explosive charge, definitely. The maximum charge, please. Problem is, when you've got all these fucking pins in there, that's getting quite difficult to find everything else. I mean, a tactical nuke would be fucking pleasant, but yeah, fuck's sake. God almighty. I mean, there's no way I'm going to get, unless, no, I don't think you can, no, it can't be customised. Bombs are as powerful as bombs are as powerful as bombs are as powerful. So, yeah. Got nothing. I've got nothing on how to solve this problem. I can't. There's no way I'm going to get a catapult here. Which means essentially I have to take the bomb. I have to get the bombs to there somewhere, but the bombs aren't powerful enough. And if the bombs aren't powerful enough, what the fucking. How the fuck am I ever going to fucking get anywhere? And I'd say I'd just. I mean, I could possibly just build a slightly bigger chariot of bombs, but then you run the risk that the bloody chariot of bombs is going to blow up far earlier than is the desirable point. Plus, I don't know. Even if I don't think extra bombs is necessarily going to provide extra blast force. I don't think they're going to work that way. You need the bombs spread out, I suppose. I suppose if I can get in it. No, I don't think drills would be any good. maybe... what I need to do... not 100% convinced on this, but still... if... this is going to be awkward because this bloody machine being inside here. I suppose it's probably going to be easier to lift the grenade as well. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that in the same line? The problem is I certainly doubt I've got it tonight because it's starting to grate and grind on me again. And that's not the best of news because this game likes to push my fucking buttons and not in a good way. Oh, this is so annoying. Why must this is the other half of the problem. Everything has to be twice as awkward as it needs to be. Oh, can't you just do what I need you to do, you fucking son of a fucking bitch? Can't just accept the need. Can't just accept the doing, can it? No. Has to fight you at every turn. Every flipping turn. It is fighting you, fighting you, fighting you. Oh, get off the pins. Difficult to say if they're working. Nope. They are very much not working. One up. Good. Okay. Right. Try H. Try J even, and yes, toggle mode is probably beneficial. I must admit, this cocking son of a cocking bitching cunt. Oh, will you just fuck off and get the fucking... No! Will you please, game? Stop being an arsehole. That's all I need at this exact moment in time is for you to stop being an arsehole. Okay? If there's any possibility of that, please do acquiesce. Right. Blades out. That's not the buttons I wanted. Oh, I forgot to launch the fucking missiles. That's what happened there. There's too many things here. That's half the problem as well. Alright, firing the rockets. That's taking care of a few dudes. Pushing the blades out. Well, that's fine. The other problem is, of course, you need to wait for this guy to get close. So that you can actually strike him. Right, okay, cool. That's the next step of the plan dealt with. And now... ideally, what we need to try and do is get round here and deal with these dudes. There's too many dudes here. Oh, well, I've sort of just bounced and sprang off my own wall, but that's fine. What I need to be able to do, really, is focus on this machine. Oh, must you be a cocksucker around the back again? I mean, the one benefit of lifting the bombs up, I suppose, is the bombs are now lifted up. Oh, why can't these guys just die quickly? Oh, I forgot the flamethrowers again. Which unfortunately means I've just... Oh, not the fucking alternate machine, please. I thought it was a simple enough request. But apparently, no, it's not. Not around the... Fucking... Are you fucking shitting me, game? Why are your dudes so obsessed with coming round the back? I don't necessarily think this fucking vehicle is going to last long enough here, because it's just not working. No, it is probably vastly over-engineered in a stupid fashion, but there you go. Oh, cock it. Oh, God, he's lodged himself in. What a prick. I didn't know there were archers around here either. Thought it was all melee units. Would you please just let me through so I can kill this archer? Right, I think that archer is dead. Now I just need to find a way to get through all of the corpses. Oh god, there's why? Oh, why is there so many men here? Right, I think at this point, deploy the second machine, and I'm just going to try and blow up the centre. Oh god, of course, I focused the camera on the other machines. Now we have to focus the camera on this machine. I'm not even convinced it's going to work anyway. Oh, you little bullshitting, fuckwitting, cocksucking fuckers. And I'll just fucking launch the fucking flamethrower early as well. Oh god, I hate this game. This game, it just is pushing every button I need it not to be pushing with me. Every single detail of this game is a fucking nuisance. Oh, I think I need more weight on the front of the bloody thing. I'm hoping to just test this bomb theory. Of course, they do like to make it a pain in the arsehole. Oh god, it's so wiggly. And so needs more weight on the front of the bloody thing. Oh, there's secret dudes in the car along the lines of the castle. Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. There's not enough explosive force off of them, so... I don't... I got nothing. I got nothing again. This game... Oh, fuck this game. Fuck this game. I think it has to be a catapult. But how I'm going to build a fucking catapult here, I do not fucking know. I'm basically just going to trash the back half of the machine. Could you... Oh, I think I may have broken it trying to trash the back half of the machine. No, I've finally recovered. At this point, I'm thinking I might just keep the front wall and the front wall only for now. Right. I don't think I've got the inclination to carry on here. It's just... I'll save this as cannon wall so that I've at least got this bit, but... Oh, will you stop? Get the fuck away from me there. I suppose the... It's going to have to be the same style of catapult that I used previously, where I've got a bed of bombs and a catapult attached somewhere online. But how I'm going to stop that from just being instantly blown up, I do not know. Since I don't really know how best trying to build this sodding thing up is going to be. like I might need a bigger wheelbase, really. I'll stick to using the weights. They do seem slightly securer, but just do what I'm asking you to do, please. Thank you. Okay, so get it slightly closer to the ground now that I know where the wheels are. One more. Good, I'm not kicking up a fuss, that's always helpful. Right, the easiest one I think was... Can't deny it, that may be too short of an arm, but if I need to build a fucking bomb bay... It's not gonna, you know... It's a problem. Yeah, I can't really have that forward and backwards. O and L used to work reasonably well. Can't remember if I... Yeah, no, I don't think I want the auto brake, but I do need a... I will need a cushioning system, which is problematic because that's gonna... Yeah, that needs to come out the front, and I've got no fucking room out the front now. Oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Every fucking solution, there's a fucking problem. Of course I can't fit the fucking suspension in. Of course I can't. Of course I can't. Because that would be what's commonly known as convenient. And this game does everything in its fucking power to make everything you do inconvenient. Sick and tired of this game now. Sick and tired of this game now. I think I might officially hate it. Yay! Sick and tired of this game now. Sick and tired. Fucking cocksucking cunt. Right. Oh, I've done that one in the wrong place. Of course I have. Oh, of course I have. Is that going to fall off immediately? No. Well, that's something. Well, that's an interesting way of doing things. That's not going to quite work the way I want it to. I need to adjust this. Several things I need to adjust about that, I suppose. 90, and then yeah, so we try and get that to be the same as the front. Hopefully that will allow me to lift up. I suppose the only other option I've got here is a potential solution to the space issues I'm facing. Is there is nothing saying the machine has to be facing the target immediately. Right, we'll preload a bomb and hope for the best that we can get the fuck out before everything goes bang. And now I suppose a bomb shelf of some kind. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to build a bomb shelf, but I suppose make it up and hope for the best, I suppose, is the key thing. I'll put a triple block there, and move as far down here as I possibly can. No, I won't be able to fit in wheels there, so I suppose we might as well potentially cut it off there. What we need to do is figure out how many of these. How did I do it last time? I think it was containers rather than... Yeah, ideally that needs to be one more. Just to make it at least semi-even. Now let's fill this thing with bombs. Naturally they're going to explode immediately, but there you go. Big wheels is probably a bit too much for it. Difficult to say if I really need. I suppose if we... I don't know what I have and haven't used now, so... I've used O and L, haven't I? Fuck, I suppose F, G, F, G, H, G, and H, G. So... Okay, let's... Right, we've discovered one crucial problem there. It is too unstable. Let's see. I suspect I probably need an extra block at least there. And then maybe the little guide wheel might work. If I plan on doing that at the back, I'm going to have to move everything forward. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit that and the guide wheel in. No, I can. Superb. Well, that's something. I suppose it's not going to work. Not necessarily going to work to just possibly repeat that. Yeah, I might be able to do that the other side, so that'll do, I suppose. Right, get that the fuck out. Get that the fuck out. Oh, I forgot the fucking missiles again. Oh, and an immediate cannon shot to the fucking catapult. I hate... No, I clipped my own fucking wall. Of course I did. Oh, that one I just didn't do it properly. Firing those, reversing that, getting the fuck out. Yeah, the biggest problem is it's there we go. Okay, so it may now be focused on the wall. Oh well, I took care of the cannon. That's something, I suppose. Use the fire. And missing all the bloody cannon shots. Oh, there's number 9 cannon. That's not what I was expecting to have happen. Right, so now... Oh, I forgot to change the controls, so... That good start is now fairly meaningless. Yep, there we go, because I forgot the controls. Because of course I forgot the controls, because remembering the controls would have been convenient. Right. And I've forgotten how to use these. That's N and M. Right. This one, that's already O and L. I don't think I've used I and K, so I suppose I and K maybe will work. Also I have to remember V, there's nothing else on V, I don't think. So that should be fine. That should be fine. Alright, let's try again. 5, that. Back that off. Get that the fuck out. Oh, great. They're fucking chasing the machine. Why? Oh, why? Why do you have to be a fucking cunt? Oh, God. Oh, they just fucking change the rules every fucking time. I think I may have gotten somewhere. They changed the fucking rules. Could we get back to the fucking machine, you fucking stupid camera? God, I hate the camera in this game. Especially now, why are we at, like, pissed, stupid fucking depth of field? Right, that's taken care of that. Quite a lot of burning dudes. Just, please. Please, camera. Will you just not be an arse? Oh, of course they can't. No, they managed it. Well, that's something, I suppose. Ugh, can't aim downwards enough. There you go. Cannon's done. Oh, bloody camera. Okay, now we focus on this machine. Right. Now's where I'll bet that steering don't work. Right, okay, that steering is working. Unfortunately, a bit of a shit system after all. Who knew? Who knew it would be a shit system? Oh, that's right. It would be a shit system. Oh, fucking stream's broken now. Fucking hell. Oh, it seems to be back. Well, that's something, I suppose. Not a lot, but it is something. Right. Well, that's one bomb down, not a lot done. And of course, I will have to figure out how to deal with these dudes once we figure out the rest of this problem. Because there are now spare dudes that I could have done without. It would have been very helpful if the dudes are just not... I think I'm now attached to the wrong thing. Yes, of course I am. Not 100% convinced I can attach to the correct thing. Could we please just have the bomb, please? No. Oh, God! Why? Why do you have to be a pain in the arse? It's like some kind of absolute requirement. Oh, God, I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you. Oh, it's broken. It's broken. It's broken. It's fucking broken. I think those containers are too difficult to get the fucking bombs out of, so... New plan. We'll have to probably optimal to use these grabbers after. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8. Right. I mostly flung, didn't it? That. I don't know why it was being strange. I'll tell you one thing we might be able to do to just try and strengthen the bloody thing. Run a couple of run some extra bracing down the thing. think that should work. That's not the button I wanted. There we go. Yes. Appears to be working. That's of no real consequence because that was just a test for that. I forgot the bloody rockets again. Oh, those saw blades. They're proving an absolute fucking joke. Absolute waste of fucking time there. Few spare cannons. We might be able to do some damage here, but I doubt it. Problem is, I'm going to find even if the fucking catapult system winds up working, which I'm not convinced it will, there's going to be a few dudes left, and they're going to prove damn near impossible to do anything with. One hope is that flipping spring system I've got in place is going to be enough. So it's probably going to ask me to do those bloody towers as well, isn't it? Which I don't have enough bombs. I don't really have enough bombs to deal with all of the problems it's throwing at me. Oh, and of course there's dudes now after the machine. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Oh, I forgot the flamethrowers. That's one of the reasons why there was quite so many dudes still alive. Don't know where the fucking bomb machine is. Oh, well, that's good. In fact, all of my bombs appear to have collapsed off of their appropriate. Do not know why that's happened. We just need to try and line up so I can grab one of these bombs. That is number 2. There we go. I suppose the annoying problem is this guy is going to just keep following me until I deal with him, and I have no way of dealing with him. That's good. That's exceptionally good. Oh, okay, well, I mean, there's still a couple of saw blades roaming around. They're either going to prove an absolute detriment to me or an absolute boon. One of the two. Well, I mean, that got right in there. Okay, the one thing I'm thinking I might try and do, don't know if it'll work, but right, this is what I do to dudes that annoy me, yeah? So maybe consider not annoying me next time. Oh, it didn't work properly. Oh well, he died, so I suppose I ought to be happy about that. I'm not. I think I am. Besiege has literally made me devoid of happiness now. There's a gaping hole where happiness was once resided that it no longer does. And Besiege has taken that completely from me. Especially if my own fucking saw blades end up screwing me over. That would just irritate me. I think that's at an awkward angle, isn't it? So, I suppose that's why we've got a bit of a... It's interesting, that red bar is quite high at the moment. I think there's still dudes trying to hack away at the wall, which is a bit of a shitter. Hey! So I didn't need to destroy every single little thing, and we finally managed to do it. World! It was supposed to be a lot more dramatic, but I'm going to need a little drinky before we try and do that.
World conquered. You have conquered every island, slain every threat, destroyed every fortress, taken every treasure. The world is yours.
Technically it's water, but it is water with a little blackcurrant in it. So, we might as well check out the credits, since I've now completed Besiege. Good lord, I am pleased that I've beaten Besiege. Oh, switches. I'll try and calm down a bit and let the rage subside as we view the people responsible for this abomination. No, I can't deny it's a fucking good game. It's just, it's all my own frustration at not being able to build things like a proper engineer. But that's why I'm not an engineer, I suppose, because I can't build things like a proper engineer. But it's undeniable, I have learned quite a lot of how to fiddle the system in this game. What I might do is I'll try and show, as a final act in this stream, I'll try and show off some of the greatest hits of our saved machines. Because I must admit, I'm hoping I can get in there and save that machine, because the catapult actually wound up being reasonably efficient. It's not sort of, it wasn't the best of catapults, but it had a certain compactness to it, and the fact that the bomb sort of carriage had an element of tank steering to it allowed me to have a bit better chance and better time with the things as well. So they've all got nicknames, don't they? Alex Algie, Afonso Max TCC, Avarif the Ava, or it might be, it's either Avarif Ava, I would think, or Avarif Ava, surely. Titawino, obviously. I feel like, despite it being a C, I feel like that's probably pronounced Casper, but I have no evidence of that. Unless, was these like the backers or something? I don't know. I thought this was part of the dev team, but I may have just missed a key description that this might be all backers or something. But yay to all of you. You led to immense frustration, and you did make a very good game. And if you do it properly and know what you're doing, it can be an even better experience than I provided. So I feel, that feels like the end of the credits. Are you? No, you're not repeating the credits. That's fair enough. Yes, as specified. I've got a nasty feeling I've just lost the quite good machine. I wonder if I do just reload the level quickly. Yeah. Ah, thank God for that. Okay, let's save that as cannon wall plus little catapult. There we go. Cannon wall plus little catapult. Yeah. And now let's go back to the main menu for now. Let's try and see what else is on offer. So there's the multiverse, where you can create your own levels, which I probably won't do much of. There's a level editor in general, and then there's the sandboxes. I think, yeah, we'll have the Misty Mountain, because then we can drive everything off the edge of the world, and that'll be a fun experiment, won't it? Right, so I can't, the unfortunate truth is, I can't really tell you what order any of these are, because it's done in, oh no, oh, tell a lie. What order is that in? That's going to be time. So is that, yeah, I think that may actually, yes it is. That is the time frame in which it was built. So, the first ever machine we saved. The monstrosity. And I've got a nasty feeling, yeah, I don't think it steers the way I'm used to it steering. Yeah, it's got like proper steer. It's got, well, okay, so it did have proper steering, but then I clearly built an extension on the front, which means the steering doesn't really do anything anymore. And I think all the cannons run on the same button, didn't they? So they all go bang on C, and then we've got the flamethrowers at the front, and then we've got the throwing it off of the world. There we go. It's just drilling and sort of waving around. It's now just sort of bouncing in a crevasse, which I don't know if you ever really need anything or want anything to be bouncing in your crevasse even. So this was the Octo-Wheel poke. Yes, I remember the poker. Oh, there we go. We can move it up and down. This one again had quite shoddy steering, because this was prior to me ever settling on tank steering. But it was essentially, yeah, it could poke things, and that was about it. That was basically its job. It was the Octo-Wheel poker. Come on, there we go. Octo-Wheel drill poker. So it's basically the same machine, but this time has drills on the front. I will batter the land with my drills, and then inevitably... It's so weird not having a vehicle with tank steering, because I got so used to using tank steering. It's actually very peculiar not having tank steering. The triplets with their bouncy bombs. I think, yeah, they all controlled on exactly the same manner. I think that was in order to prevent the bombs coming out. But I don't know. I mean, they're going to explode now because impact. So I'm assuming that must have been one where I was able to drive up to something and they blew them up themselves. That might, I suppose, be why it had the little bits at the front, so that hopefully I could, you know, like jab the bombs off the front with speed. So this was a crane of some kind. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty bog standard crane. In fact, oh, I see. It does. No. No. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it's potentially got the world's worst steering. Oh no, it's got what appears to be like almost tank steering, but clearly this was before I actually knew how the fuck to tank steer. I wonder if let's just, oh no, it's going. Yeah, it's gone. I was wondering if I could possibly... Oh, no, it's very destroyed. Very, very destroyed. I'd wondered if I could swing the crane on the edge and actually sort of grab on and not die. But, no, we very much died. And here's the Castle Smasher. Oh, I don't remember ever having done that before, which is the... lose that. So, yeah, essentially you could sort of run it on the ground for a little bit more stability, or you could run it high, or of course you could... Oh yeah, this thing, because of the nature of the spinning doodah, you could not get this thing to fucking steer properly, because the moment you try it... See, I'm actively trying to commit suicide. The machine won't do it, because the machine refuses to go in a direction that's not in circles. How this ever accomplished anything, I genuinely am struggling to know. Oh, yeah, you just kind of... Eventually, you get into the habit of understanding how to just spin with it. Horrible, horrible machine. All of these are awful, aren't they? Ah, my first flyer, of course. Can't remember. Oh, there we go. That's how you do that. And then you can turn like that, and then you just sort of jab things. I must admit, the one slight issue is I'm not really going to be able to crash this. Well, nah, that's not true, is it? No, that's humongously not true. Of course I'm going to be able to crash this. Just I have to be slightly creative in the way I crash it, I suppose. This fucking... I remember this flyer handling like arse, and it still thoroughly handles like arse. Because the problem is, it's sort of pseudo tank steering, but because you're up in the air, it has no traction. So it doesn't have the ability to truly sort of be, it doesn't right itself like you would expect tank steering to right itself. So it ends up sort of... Plus, I'm wondering... Because that should... There's no reason... Were those... If these are functioning at different speeds... 1.0... No, 1.0. So they really shouldn't, but maybe this... Let's try. Can you do that flip? No, you can't. So... It's just a bit shit, that one. Spiky insanity cannons. Yes, I see. So this... this is the advent of our tank steering, the professional tank steerings. Why... I mean, I'm assuming there was something up. Can't find any of the fucking... Oh! There we go. I found one of the cannon buttons. But why were there cannons pointing up? I'm assuming... I can only assume at some point there was a need for those cannons to be pointing up. But I don't know what that need is. Flame Wall of Death tank. Yes. That's what we like to see. The Flame Wall of Death tank. Now this one I actually remember being reasonably efficient. Because, yeah, you could spin the cannons. So you had bang, bang, and then I think maybe bang, 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 bang. Not entirely sure how I use... Oh, there we go. That's how I... There we go. You can use the shrapnel cannons as well. And then... Drills! Oh, I've actually sort of just mounted my own machine. Wasn't expecting to mount the machine. Oh, it's so much better having tank steering. This is so much better. I can't deny it. The six-wheel tank steering, kind of fun and awesome. I'm trying to make the machine commit suicide, but I got to admit, it's really struggling to get the wall part off the bloody road. Right, so Flame Wall of Death is there. Manny cannons. Of course. Manny cannons. That's how it would be beneficial, as if we kind of aim the cannons. Oh, I love the fact that you get this weird kind of... So... Bum 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 bum, and half the cannons just explode off of the base. I suppose it's all of the cannons that are exploding off of the base are all of the ones that don't have bracing attached to them, so they can't physically... That's just the tank base, so I won't bother with that. I like the idea of a semi-functioning crane. It's not a functioning crane. It's only a semi-functioning crane. Yeah, I don't think the crane is willing to grab onto the surface. Oh, I mean, it's certainly grabbed onto something. We're sort of just stuck in mid-air there. Then, oh, the Armoured Garage of Doom. Yeah, it was unfortunate that this just didn't quite... Oh, that's a cannon. Okay, let's try and figure out how the fuck it was supposed to open. C dot run 2 and 3. Okay. So what it was supposed to do, of course, was survive for starters. That was key. And then you'd pop... Oh, I see that right, it is just screwy. But you'd pop that, and then you'd open the door, and then you'd have the machine... I mean, it's still having to fight its way out because the fucking door don't open properly, but nonetheless, that was the original design. Not the flipping upside down part. So just fire all the cannons for good measure. But yeah, it was supposed to pop those, and then you were supposed to be able to open it via the hinge. Unfortunately, yeah, the hinge really just didn't work. Because I suppose what I needed to do, this was prior to me discovering the pin functionality, but you needed to pin those segments. Ah, the sword lifter. This was genuinely... I don't know how to control it. There we go, okay. Oh! Well, I broke it already. Not entirely sure how I broke it quite so swiftly, but nonetheless. As I say, there was... Oh, I know. It's because I'm rotating it in an awkward fashion. Yeah, there we go. No, I legitimately don't know how this actually functioned, but it actually functioned surprisingly well. I remember that. Bar the fact that it broke and I had to limp home with a broken machine, but nonetheless, it did technically work the way I wanted it to work. Oh, double-ended crane. Basically added a large sort of... No, there's something quite satisfying about that. Hey, I don't like you. Spit. Weird spitter functionality it's got. I'm assuming there was purpose to that. I think it was to grab onto something, naturally. Tank triplets reverse. Well, that's sounding bad. Now, it's strange. Oh yeah, that's what it means by reverse. It's because they are functioning in reverse. Boosh! All cannons firing at the same time. And you actually lose 2 of the wolves, but the benefit of tank steering, of course, it doesn't matter. But I can't quite recall why the other 2... oh, there we go, finally found some. I don't know why the other 2 didn't have any armaments. I wonder if they were distractions or whether I saved it as a base and then didn't. And this, of course, courtesy of Mr. Launch the Nuke. My first catapult. That actually worked really rather well. But I suppose that's because I didn't design it. Yeah, naturally. Anything you don't design is, of course, going to work well. But it did at least build me towards figuring out how to build some other catapults. And of course, this whole hunk of shit. I still don't know precisely how you get to work properly. There we go. But it did get the job done. Oh shit, yeah, of course you have to unlock. I forgot about that bit. You have to unlock the bloody grapple in order to get it to not break. But as I say, technically speaking, let's try and... You raise me up and then I break you and commit suicide. I will break you, bad man. I will break your machines. Oh, don't break my machines, Bane. It seems unfair. Oh, this, I think, yeah, this was the first ever attempt at a repeating catapult. Oh, look at it. Oh, look at the dinky little bomb unit. Oh, that is so cute. Look at him. Ah, bang. Yes, look at him. Oh, we're actually focused. Oh, yes, that's right. A repeating catapult. Now, the question bodes... Okay, there's that. There's that. Oh, yeah, of course, the crane just slings the thing. There we go. Well, suicide. But I must admit, I'm trying to figure out... That's how you do that. That's how you do that. So there must have been... Oh, yeah, that's, of course... Whoa! Well, that's one way of launching a fucking grenade. Ow! What is the wheel set to? 1 and 2, I see. So, yeah, okay. And then... Whoosh! This was back when I wasn't using grabbers as my stuff. Whoa! And, of course, this was where I was trying desperately to use, like, a crane system that just didn't work. That was a very shit machine. Very shit machine. Here's the proper one. Here's the proper one where we developed it a bit more. Of course, it's got a shitload of bombs just lurking around it. And then this one, I believe, yeah. This one, you go... Oh, no, that's apparently not on V. Well, that's one way of destroying the machine. Anyway. We know that one does work. It just needs more space to function properly. Because you needed that ability. Of course. The no wood tank base. the slowest fucking machine in the world that had the superpower of being able to go, break, disassemble. That's what we need to do. Quickly, disassemble. So that's that. So we're on to the last page. Odd little flyer. How are you? I don't know how to release the bombs now. There we go. That's how you release the bombs. This was, again, prior to me knowing how to sort of even remotely try. Just ditch it into the ground. That's it. Unfortunately, we kind of missed it all, but, you know, still. This was prior to me knowing how to whoosh, boom. I mean, that probably looks quite spectacular, doesn't it? Especially, let's try dropping the speed down to about 16%, and then deploy bombs. I mean, it still looks quite spectacular, despite the fact that it just immolated itself. I do like the slow-mo. It's difficult to really use the slow-mo in any meaningful fashion apart from for, you know, like shits and giggles when you do that. Oh, they're not high enough. Okay. Alright, fine. Shits and giggles when you do... Wait for it. Bam. But yeah, it's quite fun when you can get it to do that, but it's so impractical when you're trying to actually do things. Oh, this is just the sturdy tank ballast base. It's got a little bit of a... It's a lot thinner and fancier than the usual ones. Plus it's got somewhere, I'm sure it had somewhere on the keys, that little bit at the top functioned. Ah, of course, the uncontrollable glider. Right. Yes, of course, because you could technically, or not, one of the two, you could sort of control it. Just you had to be absolutely sort of delicate on the controls, and then it would just suddenly get out of control on you. Oh, I wasn't expecting it to sort of pseudo-survive. I was expecting it to blow straight up. And this, of course, this was where I was working on these prototypes. So technically speaking, this does sort of fly here, but not in the way you would hope it would. Because then, there you go, it suddenly decides to have an identity crisis. So if you look carefully, it's like, look, Ma, I'm a plane. I'm a plane. Look at me. I'm a plane. Oh, I'm starting to doubt my... Oh, no, that's weird. It's not doing that. Maybe I need to charge it up a little bit more. There we go. Look, Ma, I'm a plane. Oh, no. No, I think I might be a helicopter. No, in fact, it's just crashing this time. Oh, I suppose I'm not using the flaps, am I? I think if you do use... See, look. And then helicopter mode. But note the difference, yeah? Like that, it just sort of goes down and kind of crashes. But then if you actually use the flaps, you can sort of get it to crash a little bit further away. Which I swear to God, this should work. I swear this should work. Because look, it's got everything a plane has, apart from a tail and a full wing. But that's not the point. It's not the point. But yeah, it's got like props, and it's got the little bits of... Oh, God almighty. See, this is why I gave up on trying to build an actual proper plane. Because you just can't. I would like to see somewhere. What I might do next week, I don't know. Maybe as a special, I might try and gather some really good machines. So this one actually... I can't remember how you go forward. Which is traditionally known as a problem. But there's definitely a way. Is it on anything here? No, I should probably just look it up. Let's just go into the functionality and find out how to go forward and back. Ah, it's Z and X. What a peculiar choice. But see, like this one had some promise. Because, well, Apart from if you do that. Apart from if you do that. That's a problem. But there is something, because, like, you've just got that little bit of control. Not a lot of control, I'd like to point out. That's a lot of control. You can sort of just... You need to sort of straighten up. Unfortunately, as with most of my flying machines, eventually they sort of just end up going out of control. But you can see, yeah, it definitely had potential. Not a lot of potential, but it definitely had potential. The biggest issue with that one is it didn't have enough payload. And of course this one, this absolute arse fuck that... See, like in here, when I was just testing it, I could get it to go forward, and I could get it to deploy the payload, and I could even get it to disappear completely. But in this mode, this felt like it was working really well, and then it just didn't. That, I think, is just a plain wall. Yeah, it is. Just a plain old wall. The wall. That was where I could build behind it. Then, of course, March of the Minis is one of the more obvious and memorable ones, because we had... I can't remember how the fuck you use them. I think it was #1 cannon, that's it. And then... You could do that, and then how the fuck did you... Oh, yeah, of course, it was... Yes, so #1 is here, so you would have the engine, and then you'd have the... I don't think that was the release. No, in fact, that was the wrong release. You can see here how I've released the wrong missile. So that's one... There we go. Badoosh. Badoosh. So they weren't... You know, they weren't without their flaws, but they did get the job done, in fact. They did get the job done. Now, interestingly enough, we can actually sort of solve some of our problems, because in this level, we can suicide a couple of them. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's the wrong one. Oh, this is why the control schemes were complicated and weird and annoying. So apparently there was an It Might Work Mark II. Oh, yeah, oh yes, of course. This, I think, was me trying to defeat that sort of close quarters one, and it almost worked. It might work Mark II. It didn't though, did it? It didn't. Big Bomb and Little Rover, of course, we know Big Bomb and Little Rover. Whoosh! Oops, that's not, as usual. That's not quite what I was after. But as there's a lot of bombs there, let's drop that down to 5% and see if we can't have a spectacular explosion. Because this is the last one I will... Oh, in fact, it's interesting there, seeing how slow it truly is. That's clearly not the control scheme for it. Oh, I think that is. 5% though. Oh, that is slow. But luckily, you know, it wasn't really designed for anything other than... Ah. What's the activate button? It's supposed to be K. Oh, there we go. Something happened. No idea what the activation button was, or if maybe... Yeah, I suppose the grenades might have just been on a very slow timer. But look at it. Oh, look at it. It is truly glorious to behold. It's always reminding me of bloody Dreadlocks. The way the smoke trails have all clustered together. But it is quite satisfying watching it explode in slow motion. And especially at this point, now the depth of field works quite nicely. Because you're getting a beautiful sort of clear view there and a nice little sort of blur at a couple of those. Unfortunately, we now decided to sink behind the mountain. It's bye. I don't care anymore. I'm off. It exploded. I'm gone. It must have been tracking... Whatever block it was tracking must have shot off and sort of popped down there. But anyway, the final two machines we don't really necessarily need to look at too carefully. This is the final. This is, of course, the final machine that allowed us to win. And I'll tell you what, let's have boof. This was what was happening. Whoa, okay, the sound of rockets. There is no dudes to defeat, but nonetheless they should explode spectacularly as well. Assuming they explode before reaching the end of the platform. Nope, okay. That's acceptable, because they're still going. Oh, there they go. Beautiful. And now, a bevy of cannon fire. Oh, I've made quite the little tableau of explosions. Flame on! And now let's see what the fuck happens if I do that. Difficult to say for certain what's happening there. I just realised one fatal flaw with this machine. That's why the bombs are all over the place. Because the bombs detach here. Whoops. I'm trying to get the bombs to explode. But apparently on this occasion, rather annoyingly, the bombs don't want to explode. Bloody typical, isn't it? The one time you want the bombs to explode. Yeah. Oh, there we go. One of them finally went. And that took the rest of the machine with it. I do love the whole sort of the wheel just. Oops, okay, well that's not exactly where I'd meant to click, but oh well. We ended up in a crater instead of looking at the fucking explosion I wanted to look at. But now we get to see sort of a zoom in. Unfortunately, whatever I've managed to click on as my primary focus on the camera has fucked it. But anyway, there you go. That was fun. A little trip down memory lane as your final. And then as I say, what I might try and do next week is we might stick with a little bit of Besiege at least. Probably only a little bit, I don't know. But I might try and look up some fancy machines that other people have built so that you can see how it's done properly, I suppose. And we can just have a bit of a play around and a bit of fun with those, with the more professional machines. And I think that might be quite entertaining to behold. Especially if I can get the siege tank from StarCraft. That might be quite interesting, assuming it still exists. And I'll have another look, but I might have to directly ask Sleeves if he's still got the Neo tank available somewhere, because that was quite an entertaining little machine. So yeah, we'll have a bit of a play around with other people's machines, and maybe I'll even have a quick butchers in the level editor. I'm not, I'm not planning on doing any substantial level editing, but nonetheless, something in there might not go amiss. So, Neo-Tankery must be deployed. Well, as I say, it depends. I don't think it was obviously available. Besiege workshop. So just a quick look, because I don't think just a plain old search. Apparently, I mean there is a thing called a Neo tank, but it does not look like a Neo tank. So I don't necessarily think it is meant to be. But yeah, unfortunately, whatever it was that Mr. Sleeves did, it seems to have disappeared. But I can't deny. I mean, there appears to be a Gundam. So that I'll subscribe to that. Oh, actually, I might need to do all sorts of other fancy things. Will you just automatically grab all of those? Don't know. I have to wait and see if that works. I can't guarantee it. But yeah, there's a gun dam. There's a gun dam. Oh god, some of these are incredible looking. Oh, okay. I think anything that's called Bruticus needs to be grabbed. Yes. Okay, I think... I don't know. Yeah, I've got a feeling I need to... Bloody hell, I can't just ending up down a flipping rabbit hole of things I need to get to actually allow these things to work. Incredible. Okay. Oh, right. So I've subscribed to that one. Interesting. There's a model firearm kit. Jesus. There's an awfully large volume of shit you need for some of these. This is why I felt like I feel slightly accomplished, because I've not used any of these fancy new extras that are here. I've gotten through the entire game all with bog standard basic blocks and the will to succeed, and they've all been my own design. Shit design, yes, but all of my own. And that, I think, is an accomplishment somewhere along the line. Not a good accomplishment, but it is an accomplishment. I'm now slightly... I apologise, but I'm now slightly stuck down the rabbit hole of grabbing shit that is clearly needed for some of these machines. So I'm just kind of now doing that, I'm afraid. I will say cheerio properly in a moment or two, but for now, what I'm just going to do is continue clicking, because there's an awfully large volume of stuff here. Awfully large volume of stuff. Where the fuck have I got? I think I've gotten confused. No, I do need that one. Sci-fi pack. Sci-fi pack in black. Aluminium red. Gundam white. Well, that's probably going to go with the Gundam as well. Off-road wheel skin pack. Delightful. Old metal skin pack. Superb. And jet black skin pack. Superb. Oh, that looks almost like it's meant to be a Batmobile. Well, I now know my next search. Right. Let us search Batmobile. Oh, fuck yes. Oh my days. Oh, that is incredible. Oh, that is beautiful looking. Oh, and apparently I don't need any more new bits. The biggest issue, I suppose, is remembering all the control schemes they're discussing. But fuck me, this one's a fucking... Jesus, these people... It's... I mean, that's not what the Batmobile did, for starters, but fuck me, it's clever. I love the technicality of that. It's not just a stealth bomber. This is the Northrop Grumman B2 Spirit. Very precise. Very precise. Oh, good lord. The K2 MBT. Yeah, I think we'll grab that as well. Good god, that looks incredible, doesn't it? Fucking hell. Oh, we need aluminium for planes. Because of course we do. I apparently have that. Is that correct? Yes. Marvellous. Good God. I'll have a closer look. Theoretically, a closer look during the week. I'll try and fit that in. But good. Golly gosh, Skulls. Oh, congratulations. You've done it. Thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I've been congrationed. It's definitely what I needed. Oh, wow. I really hope they provided a substantial discount on that cake. Because I'd have still taken it. It's still cake, but really, you know, someone should have spell checked that, shouldn't they? Absolutely. Anyway, that is 25 minutes run over because I got caught down the rabbit hole of finding interesting builds in Besiege, which, I mean, they are going to be a cut above. I mean, they are going to be a fucking cut above. Absolutely. But still. Anyway, I will say cheerio, and Sunday will be the next time. Sunday afternoon at home. Unless I decide to stream Saturday after all, which I may or may not, don't know. That's going to be a bit of a, if I fancy it, I fancy it. If I don't, can't be bothered, which is fair enough. But the next scheduled one is, of course, Sunday. So I will say the official cheerio. There's no end video for the Bonanza. I really should change that at some point, but oh well. Just take the cheerio as the thing. So, yes. Sleep well, both of you. Sleep well. Cheerio.